Downloadable content. So just kind of getting a glimpse at the key art for this expansion. Like, you can just... There's a lot more to this than meets the eye, but... Well, I mean, I know about one optional boss in Kingdom Hearts. I know about Sephiroth just because after I learned that Sephiroth was in the game, like, I just looked up the boss battles of it, but that's the only one that I know about. So that's the one thing that I have spoiled myself for, and that's because I watched that, like, years and years ago when family members were into Kingdom Hearts. Secret boss, not a main boss. Okay. I mean, Sephiroth can be a sympathetic villain in his own universe, but Ardyn is very much a sympathetic villain, and that's what this episode really brings to light about his character, is that after all he's been through, it's very understandable why he went insane. Yeah, like, I'll give it a fair shot, but there's no guarantee that I'll actually be able to win any of them. It's kind of like the optional bosses in the Final Fantasy 15 DLCs. Like, I've attempted them, but I've only been able to beat one so far, and that was Aranea in episode Prompto. Just gotta wait out this loading screen. Woohoo. Hello, Wolfbuggy. Welcome to the stream. I'm playing a little bit of Final Fantasy 15 episode Ardyn. Welcome, welcome. And hey, Cranberry, welcome to the stream. I also realized the game might be a little quiet.
There lived a man, blessed by the gods and revered by the people as their savior. His name was Ardyn Lucis Kylum. And he was to have served as the first king of Lucis.
We're going far back.
Tension between the two countries remains high, with neither nation showing signs of backing down. In other news, a member of the Border Patrol has been reported MIA since sometime before dawn this morning. The missing officer has been identified as 28-year-old Mars Sapientia. Although Officer Sapientia allegedly reported for duty at his appointed time, fellow officers say he disappeared soon after and has not been sighted since. Officer Sapientia is a tall, fair-skinned male and was last seen wearing his Border Patrol fatigues. Anyone with information on Officer Sapientia's whereabouts...
Gee, I wonder where he could be, like...
Immediately.
Oh. It's been a while since I played this DLC, so I don't really remember this part.
Today marks the anniversary of the founding of the Kingdom of Lucis. The Founders Day Committee has prepared a number of attractions in honor of this auspicious occasion, including a parade around the Citadel, as well as a statue...
Oh, hey, it's like an orchestral version of Somnus, the main theme. Like a national anthem type thing.
This has been a message from the Public Information Bureau.
What about you?
Now, on to the weather.
Shouldn't you be looking for your buddy?
Today in the Crown City, we expect mild
Oh,
and sunny
no.
weather with nothing but blue skies.
I'm on
The
special
Borderlands
assignment.
may experience some inclement weather, starting in the evening and continuing throughout the night. That concludes today's news and weather.
So, like I said, I try not to talk during the cutscenes, but there's very minimal dialogue in these first bits.
Home, sweet home at last.
Welcome to the Founders Day Festival. In a moment, the parade will begin making its way through the city. King Regis is scheduled to participate in the festivities, circling the Citadel alongside the statue of the founder king, Somnus Lucis Kylum.
Ah, what a beautiful day in Eno's realm. The sun is shining, the grass is mowed, a lion is hunting a whale, a hamster is powering the city by running on a wheel, and a hurricane, tornado, earthquake, and volcanic eruption are all scheduled to hit within the next hour.
Free of care and unaware of the war
Could not be a more perfect day.
In order to ensure the safety of all festival goers, we ask that you please...
Hey, Big, welcome to the stream.
Vehicular
And I agree.
will also be limited in some areas around the Citadel for the festival's duration.
Also, Ardyn is like a giant of a man compared to some of these people.
During the parade. We thank you for your cooperation.
But he doesn't look out of place
What need
to
is
some
there
of these
to worry
people.
when brick and mortar blinds them to the suffering outside? Why venture out into the world when you feel so safe within? What a life to live. And that must be the king's castle.
Yeah, he's just got like a... Like, he walks around like he owns the place, basically. I mean, technically, in a way, he does, but...
Now, let the fireworks begin! Cursed be the golden beams of the gods.
Yeah, because he's like, let the fireworks begin, and that doesn't seem out of place until you see, like, literally fucking Satan walking about. The fireworks. Right, now we're flashing back. Because that was a flash forward, I guess. And now we're flashing back. Hey, I'll give you that pun. Like, that joke, it fits the situation. So this one, I think, probably had, like, the most development time out of all the DLCs, so this one has probably the most amount of detail and new stuff compared to the main game and the other DLC packs.
Ardyn. Oh, Ardyn. You can't expect me to believe that.
Oh, but I do. You have my word.
Well, in that case... You look exhausted, my love. Are you all right?
I am. The gods bless me with a power and a purpose to cure people of what ails them. I must see their will be done.
Your devotion shall not go unnoticed. The gods will doubtless be watching over you. Just as I shall be watching over you every step of the way. It seems to me the cure for your exhaustion is comprised of two things, one of which is rest.
Oh? And the other?
Is me.
So that's Luna Freya's distant ancestor.
Oh, Era, pray be with me, always.
Who's the nerd? Ardyn, me, or who's the nerd in this situation? Because I'll take it.
He's alive. Just as the ancient texts told.
Who?
Take him away.
I don't think he was in prison for being a nerd. I think he was literally put into horny jail. Right as I said that, I turned around and I saw Cranberry write that. We were on the same, like, our thoughts were on the same train of thought.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, so this is what the Magitech and Niflheim soldiers
Status
used to
report.
look
Everything
like.
is fine here.
Roger that. We'll transport the subject to your location.
And we'll have the medical team ready as planned.
I like the first person sections, very Skyrim opening of them. Yeah. Well, I like it because it quite literally puts you in
What's
the character's
situation over
shoes.
there?
Nothing to report. We're just...
Adagium sighted!
Adagium.
Get it back in the cell. No matter what. You can't let that thing off this island.
Stop. Cease this. Cease this.
At once!
Well, this escalated quickly. Yeah, like... Alright, you want to play too? Oh, you too? It's literally, I'm just like bitch slapping them and they're dying. Yeah, so this is where Ardyn's gameplay style really matches Noctis's. Because his movement is... It's fairly identical to Noctis's, but in his own unique way. So rather than warp striking all over the place and dodging, like, he turns into Shadow. I think we're literally going to have to fight every weapon type in order to get off this island. But see, like, Ardyn had been in that fortress for 2,000 years. Like, speared on the wall, crucified, basically. And he's already getting up and kicking ass. So that's, like, shows you just how ridiculously powerful he actually is. That's a long time to be in horny jail. I mean, I guess the sentence for horny jail.
These memories. Could they be? Is
What/who did he do? Well, he was gonna do the Oracle, so I guess that's a big no-no.
I didn't burn purge him of the scourge. I bestowed it upon him.
Oh, incredible. His power's unbelievable. Hey.
So that guy right there, if for those of you who are in chat who are watching me play episode Prompto, that one creepy father dude who like cloned Prompto, or cloned like a bunch of himself and Prompto being one of his clones, that's him, but fairly significantly younger. Also, how is this new pose? Like, I think it's a little bit better than me just looking straight forward. But any feedback is appreciated because I'm definitely trying some new stuff with the layout of everything on Twitch.
Era. Somnus.
Forgive me, brother, but the throne seats only one.
Somnus, you're such a punk ass.
Ardyn.
See, a big part of this...
Chief Besithia would like to see you.
A big part of this is kind of explaining Ardyn's backstory, and it makes you really feel sympathetic to him. Because, yeah, he didn't just get screwed over, he got royally screwed over. Not just by his family, but by the gods themselves. Like, he has every right to be angry. But some of this stuff around here is, like, basically just lore dumps. Because since this was their last episode to really get stuff out, they really put in a lot of lore.
Might as well head out.
Yeah, but he was in horny jail, so it kind of balances out. Yeah, like I said, I mean, he was going for Era, like the Oracle of the time, so I guess that's a big no-no. Can I go into first person? No. Ardyn doesn't have first person.
This outfit wasn't tailor-made. Not the most enthralling view.
He didn't just satisfy... He just didn't satisfy her, so that's where he ended up. So that's the punishment for not satisfying the Oracle, getting crucified for 2,000 years.
Come, have a seat.
It's the same punishment with me. I have high standards. Disappointment jail.
Gods above, we thank you for the bounty you have laid before us.
Don't want your food getting cold, do you? Are you enjoying your stay?
No.
You've been asleep for years. Learning to appreciate the waking world will take time. Perhaps I can help enlighten you while we dine.
I know he's, like, Prompto is a clone of him, but his voice does not match his face at all.
How long has it been since you brought me here?
204 days. Roughly 7 months or so. Then again, the Lucians had you locked away in that prison for nearly 2 millennia. I'd be more surprised if you hadn't lost all concept of time. You must loathe those Lucians for what they did to you.
Asleep for 7 months, but they knew exactly when to make him dinner.
Was your examination of me a fruitful one?
Or maybe they just did it every
Oh,
single
yes,
night until he
you've
woke
proven
up.
Far more fascinating than expected. No wonder they kept you locked away. To think the powers of a demon could dwell within the heart of a man, it's incredible. The Star Scourge doesn't sap your life force, it gives you more. Your cells can regenerate themselves, and you can demonify other life forms as well. There's no doubt you are
A monster.
not a monster, a marvel. I can't wait to unravel all your mysteries.
So, a little bit of a parallel to Skies of Arcadia here. So, Ardyn, you noticed he was praying to the gods even though the gods betrayed him, and so did Somnus. But it's like, he's getting influenced by some of the worst people in this situation.
What is this food?
So,
Meat, cloned in this facility.
Cloned?
We cultivated somatic cells, used them as donors to fuse the nucleus transplant cells to the recipient oocytes, and then we...
Enough. I've no ear for the ramblings of a lunatic. What is it you want from me, anyhow? What about me interests you so?
You said it yourself, didn't you? You were chosen by the gods. And frankly, with powers like yours, I'd say you're nearly a god in your own right. We need those powers that you possess. With your strength on our side, we could finally put an end to the gruesome war with Lucis. You too must desire the fall of the kingdom that cast you into exile.
My desires are all in the past.
The man who wronged you may have died long ago, but his descendants live on to this day. Surely you must bear them some feelings of ill will.
My feelings are none of your concern.
see, him being around, like, Niflheim and this guy, like, had he been brought before the right people, he probably wouldn't have turned out as evil as he was. It's very similar to Ramirez's fall in Skies of Arcadia. Like, he was around the wrong people that influenced him in the wrong way, which caused him to have a great fall. And it's the same thing with Ardyn. He ended up with some of the worst people with the worst intentions. They just ended up using him just as much
This is
as
the fruit of my labor.
the gods did.
A small portion of it, that is. I envy you. A human life is too short to truly understand all there is to know about the world. Go on, have a look.
I'm more interested in picking up all the items that are laying about. But yeah, so this is pretty much... This is exactly how a person becomes good or evil. Yeah, exactly. So, all this stuff is going to be basically lore dumps.
Demons were first officially recognized as a new species roughly 200 years ago. According to ancient texts, however, humans have suffered from a parasitic plague wrought by the demons for upward of 2 millennia. Demonification is caused by a mutant strain of plasmodia that takes root in living creatures and changes their cellular structures.
The right influences determine how a person turns out.
Particles, the spread of which is known as the Star Scourge.
Yeah, and Ardyn had a really fresh perspective on the world because being asleep for 2,000 years, like, say if technology, like, in humanity, like, say in this timeline, our world, like, if humanity just kept progressing and progressing technology-wise and so on, and then you wake 2,000 years later, Like, you're going to have the perspective of this modern day and just how different, like, 2,000 years in the future could be.
This model is a replica made from plaster poured into a demon-shaped cavity discovered deep underground. Demons sublimate when their vital functions cease, so this particular specimen must have vaporized after the mud around it had already solidified. Scientists believe this subject burrowed into the earth in order to shield itself from the light of the sun.
Interesting. Yeah, so this basically just tells you everything you need to know about everything of the world of Eos.
Adagium. That is what the Lucians call the monster they imprisoned for 2,000 long years.
Hey, Pirate Vox, good to see you. Welcome, welcome.
Is all but impervious to attack. It's no wonder the Founder King sealed him away on the Isle of Angel Guard. He undoubtedly feared this monster might challenge his reign.
Isn't there a hidden dungeon after this? There's a couple hidden dungeons that I still have to do. But I think what I'll do is I'll finish episode Ardyn today, and if I have time, I'm gonna go into one of my save files. I'm gonna try fighting some of the optional bosses. But that'll all really depend if I have time on this stream.
Though the Lucians kept him locked away for 2,000 years, I've managed to secure Adagium for myself. The raging winds and stormy seas may have cast all others away, but the waves parted for me that day and led the way. While I've yet to conduct any official research, the potential he proved in combat was most promising. I estimate his powers easily surpass anything mankind has ever seen. Perhaps this streak of luck has just begun.
That was oddly poetic.
Fascinating, isn't it? I pored over the ancient texts and found scarcely a mention of you. I barely believed you existed till I saw you with my own eyes. With your help, my research is proceeding smoothly. You have my thanks. Given the demon's aversion to light, they typically stick to the shadows until the sun fades and the night falls. Adagium, however, is different. Unlike his demon brethren, he can still function uninhibited in broad daylight. Of course, the ultraviolet rays harm him, much like they would any other demon. Yet his cells regenerate quickly enough to essentially negate the damage.
Yeah. It stings. Like the light of the sun. Perhaps I'd best cover up.
I mean, Ardyn, you kind of did walk in there of your own free will, so you kind of were asking for it. Okay, 2 more. Kind of want to get every little lore thing out of the way while I can.
At center, we see what I presume to be Lucian warriors and the kings of yore. I've learned a great deal about the first king of Lucis, but I never knew he was second in line. It seems to depict a legend in which the chosen king dispels the darkness. If that's true, does that mean Lucis intends to someday stand above all others? Their trifling tales mean nothing in the face of our superior technology. Only we can restore balance to our world.
You can tell his demeanor right now is much different. Yeah, like, Ardyn, like, even in his walk, like, he doesn't have that smug, happy walk right now. Like, he's confused.
We see the Oracle herself. The bloodline of the Oracle is one of the oldest in Eos, originating with Eromirus Flore. Only they possess the power to commune with the gods. This painting depicts the Oracle as some goddess of light herself. She'd doubtless prove a powerful ally if she could be persuaded.
Feels like the scientist rubbed off hard on Ardyn. Yeah, like I said, it was kind of like Ramirez in Skies of Arcadia. He was influenced by some of the worst people. Like, he had a fresh perspective on things because he'd been in prison for 2,000 years, but he still, you know, held on to his beliefs and his values and was praying.
On the sides of the frame, we see the Hexathian. Conspicuously absent is the traitorous god of fire who started the Great War of old. Perhaps developing a deeper understanding of the demons will bring us closer to comprehending their divine counterparts. But what if I were to find a way to combine those two disparate elements?
There's this cadence he's got that feels familiar to older Ardyn. He doesn't feel evil, he feels lost and confused, but does not want to be evil.
By my estimation, the grotesque creatures depicted here are likely demons. Could this mean these monsters will be harbingers of the apocalypse? If only we could find a way to harness their power for ourselves.
The line of Lucis was chosen to eradicate evil from Eos. And with the Divine on their side, how could they fail?
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, personal journals that I'm not going to get into, but I will take a look at this map.
This is our world?
Oh, geez, there's more. I probably won't go over every little bit of this, but...
It is estimated that Eos came into existence some 4.5 billion years ago.
They're, like, going hard with this lore stuff.
Ancient myths tell tales of 6 protector gods who first alighted upon Eos in the ancient Solheim era.
Okay, so it's just, like, one sentence each.
The oldest members of the human race were discovered in the Pistola region. Some claim that humans discovered fire in the Sukarp region even before the dawn of the Solheim civilization. According to legend, the fire god Ifrit first bestowed his burning wisdom upon a man who later sat the throne of Solheim. The mechanized civilization of Solheim is presumed to have originated in the Diskai and Klain regions. Exactly when the civilization rose and fell, however, remains the subject of much investigation. The enormous crevasse separating the
I'll feel bad if I don't go through all of this, so I'm just gonna, like...
It is here that the War of the Astrals is said to have taken place. When Ifrit tried to reduce mankind to ash, the other gods fought back, and some claim this clash caused the collapse of Solheim. It is said that Ifrit, having lost the War of the Astrals, was interred atop the Rock of Ravito. After the war, the ice goddess Shiva allegedly sank into a deep slumber, nestled in the Goravas rift of Volute.
Some fantastic classical style artwork here. Yeah, like, they put a lot of work into episode Ardyn, and I think part of it is because they knew it was going to be their last episode, because the other episodes got canceled while this one was in development.
The Earth god Titan can be seen supporting the meteor at the heart of the disk of Kothis in Diskai. As for the storm god Rama, legend has it he sealed himself away within Fosha Hollow in Diskai. The sea goddess Leviathan disappeared in the wake of the war. Some say she swam below the waves and slumbers beneath the city of Altisha.
This kind of reminds me of, like one of the, like a natural history museum almost, with all of these electronic displays, and I can just imagine like pressing a button and then I'm hearing like all this information.
Some 2,000 years ago, the gods granted Somnus Lucis Kylum 2 gifts: the sacred stone and ring. With these in hand, he founded the kingdom of Lucis. In the centuries since, Lucis has managed to expand its territory while struggling to suppress a parasitic plague. As of ME 722, Mor's Lucis Kylum sits the throne as the 112th monarch of his line. Regis Lucis Kylum is King Mor's firstborn son, and first in line to succeed his father.
Oh, so we're this far back in time. Like, we're not in Noctis's father's reign, we're actually in his father's reign. So Noctis's grandfather is the one that we're actually, that's the king at the moment.
Angelgard, off the coast of Golden Key, is an uninhabited island that Lucians regard as sacred ground. Ancient texts tell of a monster known as Adagium supposedly sealed away within, but investigations into its existence have yet to provide conclusive evidence. Soon after the establishment of the Kingdom of
I wish
Lucis,
we could have done
House
more in
Fleury
Tenebrae.
founded the nation of Tenebrae. The Empire began its occupation of Tenebrae in ME 359, a move that was initially met with much apprehension. In order to assuage the dissenters, the Empire preserved the Oracle's home of Fenestala Manor. This concession was partially made for political purposes. House Fleury enjoys close ties with the line of Lucis.
Okay, so we've got the founding of Accordo,
The Accordo
Niflheim, and
Protectorate has
demons.
developed into a bustling league of towns at the heart of maritime trade. In ME 606, the Empire won an important battle against the allied forces of Lucis and Accordo, and in turn, annexed the Protectorate. The country is steeped in traditions and cultures that are incompatible with imperial rule, so the Empire has permitted it a measure of relative political autonomy.
They had an open world plan for Tenebrae, but it got cut. Yeah, and that's a shame, because Tenebrae was a really cool location, like, especially in the movie, because in the Kingsglaive movie, it shows you a lot more of Tenebrae, and how there's, like, floating islands and stuff there. It's really cool.
The founding of Lucis, a movement to revive the lost civilization of Solheim arose around the Weltham region. Leading the charge was House Aldercat, whose brave deeds brought about the rise of the Niflheim Empire. The Empire built upon Solheim's magic technology and employed it for military use. This new firepower helped the Empire fell its foes, taking Tenebrae in ME 359 and Accordo in ME 606. As of ME 722, under the direction of Emperor Aedalus Aldercat, the Empire is developing new arms fusing magitech with demons.
Okay, two more.
Vestiges of the ancient Solheim civilization can still be seen in the ruins of Piteous and Steel of Grove. Several ancient structures also dot the forest of the Fallgrove that encircles Castlemark Tower. Excavation of these various sites is currently underway.
Yeah, because like I said, this feels like a museum.
In ME 501, during an expedition in the Ulwat region, the Imperial Army discovered a new species known as demons.
Do we ever see those ruins in game? Yes, so you can go to Castlemark Tower, and there's a boss at the very bottom of the dungeon, and I think that's where you get one of the royal arms. And then the Piteous dungeon, the only way to get to that is with the flying car, and I don't have that in this save file, but I do have it in my other one. That's something that I do intend to do, because my brother, I watched him struggle with it, and he wanted me to suffer through it, so I'm gonna go to that dungeon when I get the chance and see if it's just as bad as I remember it.
This must be how the gods feel looking down upon our world. Here we have a model of imperial territory. It includes our present lands as well as our future acquisitions. Feel free to have a look.
I mean, I already looked at the whole thing, but thank you.
There's something you should see. Come with me. I found something most interesting on the Rock of Ravito. If my experiment on this specimen succeeds, it might provide the information you've been looking for. This way.
See, I was worried that I did that all out of order, and it was going to make me go through all of that again, because it's like, oh, well, take a look at the map at our future acquisitions.
Is that?
Ifrit the Infernian.
You subjugated a god and brought him here?
He was sound asleep, just like the legend said he'd be, so we put him on ice. Do you think you could turn him
into a demon?
If you managed to demonify a deity, you could learn truths no mere mortal could ever dream of knowing.
Hey Trends, welcome to the stream.
2,000
Good to
years
see
of his
you.
memories, and if you can control him, he'll be a weapon of supreme power. It's certainly an enticing offer, isn't it? Just think you could exact sweet revenge through divine retribution.
How do you know what I want?
I don't, but I know you have no other options. Well, shall we?
Make a god a demon and then control it.
Magitech research. This way. The ancient civilization of Solheim, forefathers of our magic technology, once flourished on this land. Had they not incurred the wrath of the gods, they may have remained prosperous to this day.
And you wish to restore them to greatness?
To surpass them, which is why I need you to lend me your strength. but I'm certain magic technology and demons are the keys to unlocking the door to a new future.
Yeah, I don't think forcing a god to do your bidding is gonna end well for anybody.
Lucians? But how?
Good me, squad. Adagium sighted. Initiating
Requesting
engagement.
backup from Nimbus squad.
Shutting down communications until all clear.
So, you've come to kill me, have you?
Or die trying.
Just as you accuse me of right, I'm ready, my man. So I may be gone. My thing was on and on the heart of the soldiers before. A kingdom you can no longer call your own. When you were lost at Silver, I was very busy.
Enough!
See, now we're getting into Ardyn's psyche. Like how he's just... He's just being mentally tortured because of the things he's been through and because of his brother. Love the idea, of course it's terrible, but it'd be such a great mad scientist plan. Yeah, because I mean, if you've got a god on your side, I mean, Noctis already, like, having all the gods on his side is one thing. There we go, now I'm actually doing some damage. I need to get the background of Somnus. I never got to play that.
Blast.
Like, you never got to play episode Ardyn? Because there is a prequel anime that they released for this DLC that kind of explains a lot. And it's free to watch on YouTube, so I can send it to you later.
He's alive. You must stop him before he destroys everything.
You know, maybe I shouldn't take out the guards, but I feel like they're gonna harass me when I'm trying to take out Ifrit. So, it's probably better that I get rid of them now. Wait, really? That's it?
Oh, Infernian, grant me the power to take Somnus, his people, and his cursed kingdom, and burn them all to the ground!
I'd like to believe the lack of sleep drove him mad. I mean, yeah, 2,000 years of no sleep. Like, I'd be pretty cranky, too. Is Somnus that cruel, or is this Ardyn's psych image of him? Yeah, Somnus is that cruel. He's basically the personification of, like, just because I'm of the light, that means that all the things that I do are pure and good, and I can never do any evil. But
I was the one chosen to be king.
so Ardyn was chosen to be king, and then Somnus is just like, huh, nope.
Ardyn. Ardyn.
Era.
Forgive me. I defied the will of the gods and revealed to Somnus you had been chosen to be king. I never
You know, I watched the
dreamt
movie of Final
he
Fantasy
would
15
try
last
to
night. It's
kill
weird.
you.
But he
Did you find enjoyment of it in it, though?
fooled everyone, so he could usurp the throne. Everything that happened, it's all his fault.
No, listen to me. It's my fault. I'm the one who ruined your future. This was divine retribution.
So now you know
for my
kind of
sins.
like the introduction of the game. Because the movie
Answer me!
kind of is the intro.
With this fate? Era! Oh no! Era! Please!
In the names of the gods above, fulfill your calling, Ardyn.
Yeah, that's what happened when Noctis was away. That's probably a better way. That's, in less words, that's what I was gonna say.
Kill me.
That's right. Kill her. Put that monster out of its misery, just like I did.
It was what was going on while he was on his boy band tour. Yeah, through the first few missions, at least.
Is to save lives. Just like you saved that innocent man by turning him into a demon.
Please, Ardyn. You must live.
I can't. Not without you. Come. Why not give the lady what she wants?
So you can't actually... You can win that QTE, but it's really hard. But he just kills her anyway.
To save her. No surprise. A monster can do naught but destroy.
The world building is extremely good, though. They had over a decade to do it. Yeah, like...
Somnus.
Dumb question, but Somnus is dead already, right? Yeah, he'd been dead for 2,000 years.
Destroy everything you built. Hear me, gods above. No longer shall I supplicate you for pardon. No longer shall I sojourn toward the light. Nay, the path I intend to tread is paved with blood and darkness. No longer shall I seek your guidance. This path is mine to tread alone.
I think that's the same knife that he used to kill Lunafreya. But hey, don't worry, Tasty, stick around. I mean, there will be a resolution to this plot point, so no worries there.
The Empire's demonic experiments bore fruit before long, precipitating the production of a Magitech infantry. As recognition for his contribution to this research, Ardyn Azunia was inaugurated as Imperial Chancellor. Thanks to its newfound firepower, Niflheim managed to break the stalemate that shackled the nation for more than 100 years, and, in turn, forced Lucis to scale back its magical barrier. The untimely passing of King Mors ushered in the era of a new monarch, and the young Regis Lucis Kylum succeeded the throne.
Noctis's father.
Meanwhile, Ardyn began to spread the Star Scourge throughout the world, stealing people's memories and learning as much about the kingdom as he could. In time, those memories began to merge with his own, gradually transforming him into a wicked echo of his former self. And now, at long last, the time for his revenge has come.
Now we flash forward back to where we were. Out of principle, I'd like to be on his side because he's defying the gods and destroying the society that betrayed him. Yeah, because, like, you can really feel for him, because out of all of the stuff that he's been through, you can understand why he went crazy and evil. That doesn't make what he did right, but you can understand, like, similar to, like, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. Like, you can see why they did what they did. Doesn't make what they did right, but you can sympathize with them based on the trauma that they went through that turned them into the monsters and the evil characters that they portray themselves as. Because it's like, what I think a good plot point of this is that it's showing that Somnus, even though he is the King of Light, like, he's not, just because he's the King of Light doesn't mean that he's good. Like, light doesn't necessarily mean good, and I like that this story is showing that. He's been quite literally royally messed with. Hashtag not my king, hey!
1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Greetings, people of the Kingdom of Lucis. Do forgive me for interrupting the festivities. But I must tell you, this day of rapturous revelry shall be your last. Call it divine retribution. False kings and fraudulent nations are fated to perish.
Ardyn's backstory is so well written that it must have been something close to the original script.
Who is he? We've yet to ID him. Whoever he is, it's clear he wishes us harm. You stay here. I am going to put a stop to this madman.
Not only do we get to see Noctis's dad, but we get to see him in action, which is cool.
Time to set to work.
Attention all units, this is your captain speaking. Code Red, I repeat, Code Red. Follow your commander's orders and get the situation under control.
Everywhere it clears day, wonders of over here, enjoy. Oh, given up the hunt already?
Clarus, have you identified the creature? Not yet, but we believe it to be demonic in nature. But how could it possibly withstand the daylight? For now, help the citizens evacuate. The Vanguard will take care of the...
Yeah, so we also get to explore Insomnia before it was destroyed.
It's almost wiped out, sir. Target is still on the move. Special forces are on the way. Try to hold out until they arrive.
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a...
But you can see definitely the parallels between Noctis's gameplay and Ardyn's gameplay. Like, Ardyn is basically like Noctis's shadow, in a way. Like, I know that's intentional, but like, he plays very similarly, but his own little way. Explore the city. Yeah, explore the city, set it on fire, blow it up. I like how he said that so casually. It's like you're literally speaking to a god.
Engaging the target. Sir, I don't think he's one of us. Then what the hell is he? Take this!
So, and the reason why people don't know who he is because he's disguised as that Border Patrol guard. So what they're seeing is not actually Ardyn. They're just seeing one of their own attacking them.
Sir, we've identified the giant. It's the Infernian. They've reached the Infernian. An Astral? Yes, sir. One of our officers seems to be controlling the Infernian, but we can't get an ID on him. What? Find out who he is at once.
A peek at the creator's twisted mind. I feel like the next Kingdom Hearts story hints for a way to make up the things they didn't get to do here.
Now I need you to locate and destroy the devices amplifying the wall.
As you wish, just sit back and enjoy the show. Now, where in the world might those dastardly devices be?
I've marked the location of all the devices they're using to amplify the wall.
Now we get to see more of Insomnia.
Positioned on rooftops around the city. Find them and destroy them.
With pleasure. I'll be sure to keep you abreast of
See, like, the ending of,
for the wicked.
or rather, like, the trailers that I've seen of the next Kingdom Hearts game, it really feels like Sora is turning into, like, his own Final Fantasy protagonist. I mean, he already kind of was, but, like, just based on, like, the art style and, like, how they portrayed him in the trailer.
Where's your head?
Well, I'll tell you where his head is. It's about to get taken off. But I just love how Ardyn can do that. Like, I get a critical hit, instant kill.
How tragically weak you are.
This would be fun to see in VR. Yeah, see, I love the fact that there was a golden key map in VR chat, but the world creator removed it, and I don't know why, because it was such a good world. But yeah, I'd love to see, like, Insomnia in VR. Or just another Final Fantasy 15 map in general.
Well, I suppose I'll just have to kill you all at once. This is going to hurt.
Let's see. Okay, I've got some healing items. See if I can get Ifrit up here. I don't know if he can get on the rooftops, and it'll be pretty funny if he can. Though I will say this rap beat doesn't... I don't think it really fits Ardyn as a character. Like, I would have expected, like, some sort of orchestral tune, but I don't mind it that much. Oh, he can get on the roof! Awesome! Thank you, Ifrit.
All hail the Almighty.
Ever since Altisha, I'm excited to see how things change. Yeah, I hope they bring back that Golden Key map, because if you haven't seen it, Pirate Fox, it was really great. Like, I went there for my birthday last year. Because it was just, it's comfortable, and there was just so much detail to it that, like, the lighting, it felt like I was actually there. Like, it was that immersive. I wanted to listen to the fresh speech after being imprisoned. He's got the playlist of the soldier he did. Yeah, like maybe he's just listening to like his iPod or something.
The kingdom's defense budget is surely nothing to scoff at. Let's get this. I pray you won't disagree.
Ooh, this music's pretty good.
Praise be to the gods above. Think you can kill me? I'd love to see you try.
This is it.
Most interesting. It seems they have a line of defense waiting to do.
Here, Ifrit, you handle it. That's awesome.
Must stop me. This is it.
Come on, Ardyn, let's do it! Yes, I love that. Ardyn also jacked the memories of everyone he's ever killed or demonified. Therefore, also their music taste. Sir, he's killed all of our soldiers. Well, throw more soldiers at him.
One device down.
I guess they think quantity is a quality.
Keep going for now.
Oh! He actually has like his own tech bar. Let's see. I like how instead of ascension, it's called descension. Okay.
Sir, one of the wall amplifiers has been destroyed. But why would he target
Good, the ad started after you beat him. Quantity does have a quality all its own. Apparently they're now adding Transformers to Fortnite.
the wall, sir? Then they must have sent him to do their dirty work. Stop him at once, sir.
Like, is it for that new Transformers movie that's coming out? Like, the Beast Wars one or whatever? Or is that already... Like, I don't pay attention to Transformers that much. Like, I like the franchise, but I wouldn't call myself, like, a super fan or anything. Like, I've seen, like, the first 3 live-action movies, but that's it. Nope, I want to get this item that's there. Okay, good. Yeah, but like I said, it's, each episode has a different playstyle, and Ardyn's almost has a little bit of a Spider-Man-esque feel to him, or like a Batman Arkham with, like, the exploring of the buildings and whatnot. Okay, well, who's attacking me? Okay. So, let me see if I can find it. So, Ardyn can rest at locations too, and I just love that he just sits there and reads a magazine. It's like, we got a villain who's hell-bent on destroying Lucis, and he's sitting there drinking a Coca-Cola, reading an automobile magazine. He just, like, he just does not give a fuck. Like, he knows that he's gonna win. It's like, here, like, I'll indulge in the modern era's pleasures for a little while.
That was thoroughly disappointing.
Find a vending machine. So another thing with episode Ardyn, that's he has his own cosmetics too. So, and also fun detail. So in the beginning of the main game, they complain that they don't have any gil. They're like, what's gil? Because gil is the currency that's pretty much universal outside of Insomnia. But I like how it has the currency as yen to reflect that. Like, the Crown City has its own currency. How Ardyn has that much, I don't know. Like, yeah, like he can just grab whatever's there. So, we've got a tricorn hat, a straw hat. Let's go with the straw hat. Like, we're gonna make Ardyn like a... Yeah, it's... He's going on a tropical vacation, or he's going in farming fields. I'm sorry, did Ifrit have a gear screen? I guess so. It doesn't let me do anything, but I like how it tells me his stats, too. Like, he has max HP and tells me his attacks. Did you give him a fedora? Well, see, like, there's more hat stores around. I just gave him the straw hat just for now. But, like, the end game of this DLC is not to destroy Lucis or any of that stuff. It's getting the best hats. Let me actually look on the map and see if there's any other hat stores nearby. Okay, there's one directly this way. Because there's a specific hat that I'm looking for that will kind of ruin the mood of the DLC. But I want a hat. Did Valve make this? Apparently not. But, well, I mean, technically there's the Valve promotional stuff. A royal crown. And that's honestly kind of sad because it's like, oh, Ardyn can't afford it. Just like with Somnus. We had Gordon Freeman, now we have hats. Yeah, and it just makes Ardyn look super silly.
Well, better luck next time, I suppose.
Never stood a chance. See, I didn't remember being able to destroy these things when I played it the first time, so I guess, like, now that I'm actually, like, taking the time and exploring and not feeling rushed, like, I'm seeing things that I didn't notice the first time, which is great.
This is going to hurt.
I wish that there was a mod that I could play as Ardyn in the main game, because that would have been fantastic. Because getting around would be so much easier with this shadow step thing that he's got going on. Wait, I have to fight 2 at a time? No, 3 at a time? You've got to be kidding me!
In times of crisis, they call upon the kings of yore to come to their aid. Bless their souls. Usually somebody who would...
It's so heroic sounding too, but he's like, Ardyn is like the evil one. He's the bad guy in this situation. Yep, one down. Because right now, like, Ardyn seems like he's more of an anti-hero with this music. What am I seeing? Alright, let me see. They seem to have much less help. Like, if you finish the episode, you can unlock a game mode where you just run around as Ardyn and cause mischief. All I can think of is cool motive. Still murder. Well, see, I want another hat store. I want to get more hats.
Wonderful. Here's hoping you can continue unimpeded.
Like, this is the end game. Like, Ardyn Hat Simulator. And it looks like there's a hat store right there. Goblin's cap. Graduation cap. I'll get the graduation cap. Just in honor of Tasty in the chat, who just recently graduated from college. This one's for you. We're gonna have Ardyn wear a graduation cap to further recognize that. It just looks so odd. It's like the style mismatch is unreal, but I mean, it's not like he cares. I'm also trying to get as much AP points as possible. Because really, like, most of what I'm doing is just making Lucis more vulnerable. But right now I want to gather as much treasure as I can, and so on. Downside of Ardyn is that he's got a great bullet point story, but the delivery feels like it falls short, like he feels like he should have been more charismatic. Yeah, I think they really shouldn't have made it obvious that he was the villain. Because, like, even from the very first time you see him in Golden Key, like, you know that Ardyn is the bad guy.
Over here. Whoops. This is going to hurt.
Mid-air demonification. Where'd that other guy go?
I must.
Okay, I've already been to that hat store. I'm gonna go to the vending machine.
More from you.
Because I can sell, like, some of this loose stuff that I've grabbed. And I can get some healing items. Oh no, I don't want to sell, I want to buy. I can just imagine Ardyn with just like AirPods in right now listening to this music. He's like, yep, I'm gonna destroy this kingdom. And I'm gonna do it in style. You gotta try to make him feel clever, but it's horribly obvious even without context. So he comes across as a brat or believing his own hype. Yeah, and I love Ardyn as a character, but yeah, I agree. Like, the delivery as far as, like, his villainness to be, like, as far as that's concerned, they really could have done better, because I think giving him an obvious outfit and the way that he just talks to Noctis in the beginning really, like, you knew that he wasn't trustworthy. Like, he had like that main villain syndrome. And I think that the episode Ardyn and then the other bonus content really helped like fix Ardyn as a character. Because this really kind of, knowing his backstory, you really appreciate him as a villain that much more.
Oh, giving up the hunt already? Can't say you didn't try. Going over here.
Even the main characters didn't trust him, but they still followed him because reasons. Yeah, because like in some instances they had no other choice but to follow Ardyn. Like whenever they were on the volcano, or in what was it, the area with Titan.
This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt.
And I like how most, if not everybody, just disappeared from the streets.
All who would besmirch the sacred place. All trespassers shall be eliminated.
The king must be in his castle.
Doing all this with a graduation cap on, baby. This is what it feels like to be a college graduate in 2023. Fighting to get that job that you want. Fight that student loan debt, yeah! Oh, what's that? An extra semester? Well, here. Well, I'd like to introduce you to financial assistance!
Praise be to the gods above.
Well, that was a nice kill off screen.
Must stop you. Must stop you.
Trying to get that third bar in so I can use Ifrit's most powerful attack. Ooh, that's screenshot worthy. Hey! I'd like to introduce you to tax evasion. I wish I had a demon corrupted god to help me get out of student loan debt. Don't we all? Not only that, just a god under my control in general. Oh, hey, we got more stores that I can go to.
Almost done. How does it look?
Quite promising. We should be able to break through the barrier with a well-timed assault. You ought to evacuate lest you get caught in the crossfire.
Yes, but there's something I must attend to first. I've got a king to kill.
What? That wasn't part of the plan.
I finished my work. Now it's time to play.
But we...
No, Bob. You just stick to your plan and keep the boys in black busy for me.
Yeah, but you still have to trade for a Bill's cap.
His Majesty who lives in the house that Somnus built.
What's the situation? Unfavorable. Target is
Naturally, I'm not going to go straight there. I'm going to...
Who is he? We can't identify him. He's a skilled combatant.
Okay, there's stuff down here.
Furniture under his control. I fear we must prepare for the worst, Your Majesty.
I'd like to go up there. Thank you. This is an item right here. A broken camera. I'm wondering how that broken camera got up there. But I guess this is probably like somebody's apartment complex or something.
Over here.
Because I can go straight to the Citadel if I want to, but I do want to get all the items and stuff first.
I expected more from you.
Let's see. Okay, so there's a hat shop just this way.
Well, shall we get started?
Alright, what's going to be at this hat store? Tax evasion wouldn't be needed if the people who evaded taxes hadn't made it the only way to guarantee to get ahead and then point at the system they broke is proof the system doesn't work. Just like piracy. Alright, let's see what we got here. We've got a Saint's hat, a Hunter's cap, a 10-gallon hat, and a top hat. So, when I played the DLC the first time, I used this hat because it just does not make sense for Ardyn at all to wear. I like his style, don't you, chat? We're gonna have a holly jolly Christmas. It's Christmas and Insomnia.
That was thoroughly disappointing.
The Ardyn Christmas special, yes.
Though it pains me to say this, I'm afraid you're out of luck. This is going to hurt.
Actually, that'd be so funny if the hat you wore determined the music that played. What do I want for the holiday? Why, murder, of course, Ardyn. I mean, I'm bringing Christmas to Insomnia. Okay.
Time to head back down.
Not just stylistically, but just like personality-wise, it makes no sense. Well, I mean, Ardyn doesn't really care. Like, this is probably part of his fun-loving personality coming out with the Santa hat, but it just doesn't make sense.
Don't hold back now. Where's your head?
Okay, now just these. Ardyn himself seems totally different from his backstory. It's why I can't quite get behind him as a character. Yeah, I think the problem that with Ardyn is that there were too many cooks in the kitchen with him. Like, they didn't really know exactly what they wanted him to be. And that caused him to really have, like, a lot of shortcomings as a villain. But I definitely appreciate him for, like, what he is. I'm stuck.
Hail the Almighty!
I'm stuck. There we go. I was gonna say I was stuck, and I couldn't get out of that animation.
Not even close. Scared.
Prepare yourself.
I like how these guys are called Royal Guards now. They're not just Crown's Guard or Kingsglaive. Kind of gives a little bit of an explanation as to why they're stronger.
Praise be to the gods above.
So a little bit of off topic, but so in one of my previous streams, Chad, I mentioned about like going to a pet store and getting a pet. So a few days ago, I went to a pet store locally that I had no idea was a thing, and I got to hold a couple snakes, a bearded dragon, and a bunny. So I'm still kind of in the process of thinking about what kind of pet I want to get, but I did go to a pet store just to kind of see, and like I'm still like I think I'm gonna wait a little bit, but I think I'm closer to making a decision on what kind of pet I want to get.
Quite a stir down there.
If there was any pain or insanity other than Joker laughing, it would be more compelling, or even better, showing qualities that would have proven to be the real king. That would sell the tragedy better. Yeah, that's like I've been asking a lot of people about it, because the thing with my family is like it wasn't until like 2 years ago that I got my own place. So like for the longest time, my family didn't want to get a pet again because we had a dog for a number of years in the early 2000s, Siberian Husky, but he passed away in 2011, and since then I haven't had any pet save for like pets through other family members because understandably my parents didn't want to go through the same kind of emotional sadness that we had whenever our dog passed away, so that's why we haven't gotten any pets. But now that I'm independent living on my own, like I have the capacity to get a pet if I want one, but like I'd love to get a dog, but I'm just not ready for that kind of commitment. And I don't think my apartment's big enough for a dog anyway. Yeah, dogs are a lot of work. Like, how big's the apartment? About like, I think it's like
How tragically weak you are.
1,200 square feet or something? I don't remember exactly. Like, it's relatively small. Like, I have neighbors that have dogs. Like, one of my neighbors has a corgi, and then a couple neighbors have cats, but I also have a lot of stuff, like, between me and my brother, so a bunny would be a lot easier to manage. But at the same time, a bearded dragon, like, I wouldn't have to worry about it, like, chewing through wires and stuff. It would basically just kind of chill.
Perhaps I'll take the high road.
Yeah, I love corgis. And that's probably one of the highlights of my job, is that I get to see, like, all the pets that people bring in. Like, I get stressed because, you know, working in any store is stressful. But, like, just being able to see, like, all the pets that come in. Like, I've seen, like, hedgehogs, I saw a baby goat. People brought in birds. Gotta go for a pet that's easier to manage. Yeah, 1,200 square feet with a sibling is tight squeeze. Yeah, and like, a Bearded Dragon's cool, and I loved holding the one that I got to see. But at the same time, like, I want something that's like gonna be really cuddly and like, not quite a cat or a dog, but close. But, I don't know. For instance, a cactus. I can sit there and cuddle and talk with my cactus while I'm screaming in agony. One of my former coworkers had a cactus that he named Elvis Prickly that he put on his desk.
All hail the Almighty!
Must stop this.
I think there's just one more after this, and then I go straight to the Citadel. But I think I'm probably gonna go to a one of these stores first to get some healing items. Because while I don't think I need a ton, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Because I just don't know what I'm gonna be up against.
That was very disappointing.
Here he comes.
Oh. Speaking of healing items.
Here goes.
But I tell you what, chat, Ardyn is just really fun to play. Like, every little thing he does is fun. Like, there's nothing about, like, this gameplay that I hate, and that's rare. Like, I have issues with other characters' gameplay, but Ardyn is just fun. Like, they definitely nailed his gameplay down. Like, he's powerful, but he's not, like, completely overpowered. You know, please confirm whether I'm dreaming or not. No, you're not dreaming. If it were a dream, I'd be telling you to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. So TF2 news update, wake up. Grab a brush and put on a little makeup. They've added a new versus Saxton Hale as an official game mode. Yeah, I heard that TF2 got an update, but I haven't really looked at it. Oh, thank you for the bits, the cheer, Pirate Fox. Thank you so much. I definitely need to be cheered on for this battle and the upcoming battles. Oh, thank you for the gifted sub too, Pirate Fox. You're the best. Hey, big.
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost. Over here.
I think it's just the Royal Guards left. So I guess I've just got to critical hit most of them and then...
Oh, giving up the hunt already? Where's
Sorry, but that's not. Yeah, thank you, Pirate Fox. That's awesome. Many benefits of a high charisma stat. Hey! Okay, one more. But really, thank you, Big, for like being so sweet and just coming into the streams and just being a positive energy. Like, it's much appreciated.
Over here.
Wait, I have two more? I mean, it's not a big deal, but I thought there was just one more. Because I don't technically have to do that, but for completion's sake, I will get it. Okay, so there was one in front of me and one behind me. So I'll go for the one behind me, so that way I can just get the one by the Citadel last. Am I seriously stuck up here? Here we go. Want to see more of this world, so I do my best to represent that.
Well, shall we get started?
Yeah, and that's something that I'm trying to do, is like streaming, like I just want to be, like I was so depressed with the YouTube stuff that I was doing, and streaming just makes me really happy. So I'm glad that I get to share that joy that I feel with everybody, and especially just showing off games that I really enjoy. Not to friends and to the audience. Because it helps, I get to share my interests in that way and kind of expose others to stories and games that may not necessarily get a lot of attention. Whether it be like a bigger streamer or... Is this something you get for breaking those decorations? So I think I get like points, and I'm not sure exactly what the points are for, because I've seen like that meter that said like I had like 40,000 points or something. But with this, I'm getting a lot of AP points that I can use to upgrade Ardyn's abilities.
This is going to hurt.
I still can't believe he's got a Santa hat on. It's just great. That's what I appreciate about your streams. They're all very genuine. I feel it every time I'm here. Yeah, and that was kind of the big thing with me doing YouTube, is that I couldn't be genuine. I had to put on a mask to... that I was some sort of like pseudo game journalist, or like I had to do a certain kind of content. Because if I tried to be myself on that channel, I'd get eaten alive. Which, that's another thing I'd like to kind of like make a soft announcement about. I got some of my old guys together, and from that old channel that I was a part of, and we're making a new one. Where I can openly be, myself, and I can play games with them on the YouTube platform. Be able to kind of like get the best of both worlds. It's not often that I get to just enjoy a game that a friend plays, for sure. Yeah, but I am excited about that new YouTube channel. Just because like I'll have the joys of streaming every week, but then I'll also be able to play games with friends again. That I played, like, that channel that I worked on with my friends, like, I've been working on that for the better part of the last decade. But being able to start from scratch and fresh and so on will be really great, because I'll get to do Twitch streaming and I'll get to do YouTube again and actually be happy about it, rather than being upset with the YouTube algorithm, so on.
That was thoroughly disappointing.
Okay, one more. Be sure to change up your screen names, channel names, in case you want to be fresh with any baggage. Yeah, like that's kind of what we were planning on doing, because like I had a completely different screen name on YouTube and a completely different persona.
I must say, I expected more.
Like the Black Mesa t-shirt that I have on one of my other models is probably the only reference to the old design of the character that I used for my old channel. But save for that, I've started completely fresh, and I think all of us have kind of really changed our usernames, so we don't have to worry about that baggage from that old channel, because a lot of that stuff is still public on YouTube, but I just won't acknowledge it for the most part.
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost.
And if any demons from the past try to give you trouble, let me know and I'll hunt them down.
Oh dear, did I do that?
I'm gonna destroy these first, because I may as well get all of them attacking me at once. Oh, I'm gonna have like 4 at a time! This is not good. Have fun being yourself, character won't last so long. Yeah, and me being Eno, like, this is me being, like, my true, genuine self. Because, like, I tried to, like, on the old channel, I tried to give this persona of, like, I was a post-apocalyptic expert and I wore a gas mask all the time. Because I just was not comfortable with how I appeared, so I wore a gas mask. But nowadays, like, I don't intend to show my face on anything, so... Well... For better or worse, anyway. VTubing is much more of a thing these days. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for it because I get to be myself, I don't have to worry about past baggage, and I can introduce people to the Time Spirits even more. Because, like, the Time Spirit community has really helped me, like, go through a lot of, hard times. I still need to make a proper lore for myself. I was thinking of that today, about making a video or something. Because, like, I've just kind of, like, teased tidbits of lore, but I think I should actually make, like, a proper lore introduction. Time Spirit lore is all over the place, so it's whatever I want to do is A-okay.
I will never fall. Die.
Yeah, and to give kind of an explanation, since you know a little bit of the lore, Pirate Fox, like Ino comes from Ino Chi, the spirit of life. So like what I have so far is that I'm Ino, of course, and Ino is just a shortened version of Ino Chi, or Inochi.
As would I. No, Your Majesty. You must get to safety at once. I have sworn to safeguard the future of...
It's a vending machine this way.
Must be on the front lines. As you wish, Your Majesty. For the future of Lucis, together we fight.
Ino cheese. Haha. Come on, guys. I just want to get to the vending machine and get myself some potions. Eno cheese equals pizza cheese. A good pizza makes people want to live. I've always wanted to know a spirit that can instantly age cheese to its prime. No, but I can get hot sauce. Oh jeez, I already have like 108,000 yen. Like, it was definitely worthwhile going and getting all of these items. Elixirs are probably more important, just because of when I lose them in maximum health, an elixir will heal me and also increase that maximum health. I'm just gonna get a bunch of everything because I can afford it. Hot sauce is good too. Yeah, like I got a new bottle of hot sauce, so I was gonna get the end flatline, but I couldn't find it on Amazon because I was doing a dual purchase, so I just wanted to get everything that I needed on Amazon. So I found the same company, Hellfire. They also make another hot sauce called Doomed, and that's their hottest sauce under their brand. And allegedly it's just about as hot, if not hotter, than the end flatline, so I've got a sauce that's even hotter than the one that I had before.
Oh, too bad.
My spirit is supposed to be in Inochi, or is possibly a spirit that helps Inochi. And see, Pirate Fox, I always saw your spirit as an Inochi because, like, the way that like, how I am is that I'm an Inochi, but I either spent a lifetime as a human or I spent a lot of time around people. So I started developing a lot of human-like traits. So that caused the whole pupil thing to be a little bit more, like, comforting around, not as intimidating. And then the clothing is because of that whole exposure to being around humans for so much time. I grew a love of fashion and clothing and so on. But I think, like, with you, Pirate Fox, like, your spirit, like, I feel like you'd be an Inochi as well, kind of like, you exploring all of VR chat and showing all of these worlds, like, you're seeing, like, all of creation, so, like, you're almost like a guide in that perspective. No, the clothing is because you want to be comfy. Yeah, that's true. I want to be comfy, and I also like just all manner of different kinds of clothes. Because right now, I'm comfy in my pajamas, because I don't have to leave today. Like, I don't have to go to work, so I can stay home and relax, so that's why I'm in pajamas. I also realized I should probably I'm gonna do this in the heat of battle, but... Am I going to have enough to get all of these? Not quite enough, but I got most of the upgrades I needed. Whoa, time out, guys. I forgot something. Yeah, like just stopping time. It's like opening up a Pip-Boy in Fallout. The initial concept was a little spirit helping collect souls for new spirits, but didn't know how to do that, so it travels and collects things it finds interesting. Trap door is supposed to be where it squirrels away items it found. Yeah, like, correct me if I'm wrong, Pirate Fox, but whenever you go into the trap door, are you tripping over a cookie? Because that's what I think that I saw whenever you use your avatar, but I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, I just wasn't sure. Yeah, to give some context, chat, Pirate Fox is also a spirit. We look very similar. Like, we're both white spirits. Like, white-furred spirits. Though, the difference being is that I've got the green eyes and the pupils. Pirate Fox has black spots on his ears and tail.
Think you can kill me? I'd love to see you try.
C-. And you're also tiny compared to most spirits. Yeah, like, well, like your height was like a foot tall, I think. Like, I don't remember exactly how big you are.
Target acquired. Eliminating him. Here he comes.
I pray you won't all hail the Almighty! Oh, giving up the hunt already.
A little less than 11 inches.
So this is it.
Yeah, and to be honest, Pirate Fox, you have probably the most comprehensive list of amazing worlds in VR chat I've ever seen on your little, like, favorites list. So I'd say you're definitely a really fantastic guide. Like, showing people around the metaverse.
Oh dear, you look like you've seen a ghost.
Mid-air demonification. How many more are they gonna send my way? Here, I'll just use this dark tornado. Yeah, Ardyn also has a sniper rifle. I don't know exactly how to use it though. Let me see, what's the controls for this? Yeah, I don't know how to use it. So Ardyn technically can use guns. Still working on more lists to be even more accessible. Yeah, like when you gave me that tour of Altissia, like all the little facts that you knew about the map was awesome. Like, it actually felt like I was getting a real tour of Altition. Which, I mean, yeah, it was. Feels like the kind of guy that would hold his gun sideways only because people told him that he's improper.
We clear to infiltrate.
But of course, make yourselves at home.
New badass trope. Holding gun sideways, but palm up so you can flip people off while you fire.
Oh my, what big walls you have! All the better to look down upon his enslaved subjects from. Time to call in a favor with the king, and have him summon my beloved brother.
So Ardyn's goal here is to not to kill Regis specifically, but to get him to summon Somnus so he can get his revenge.
Something wrong, officer?
Oh, you must be His Majesty.
I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Why are you here?
Why, for you.
The Royal Arms. Who are you?
You ought to know, being a man of royal blood yourself.
Adagium.
In the flesh. Here to bring the bloodline of Lucis to an end.
So now I get to fight Noctis's dad.
My honor is king. I will vanquish you.
What an odd thing to say to your own flesh and blood. Over here. Such power. Yes. I'm afraid that trait seems to have skipped a generation. Look sharp.
I won't give up the fight.
Come on, get up and fight.
Not even close.
This monster must be contained. He's too dangerous. He must be stopped.
Must I? Really? By whom, may I ask? Look sharp.
Man, Ardyn's like tracks are just a banger after a banger. Like, I love the soundtrack of this episode. Oh, my prayers or your prayers?
Legendary king of Lucis. Disappoint. Over here.
Is it a trait for villains to have some of the best music? Especially Final Fantasy villains, like, no kidding at all.
Try this. Whoops. Over here. It's over. How's that? Are you all right? You're beginning to look the worse for wear.
No worse than the ones I've seen away from good.
Are you so confident and yet so misguided?
This wall shan't fall.
And see, I love this because we didn't really get a lot of... Outside of the movie, we really didn't get a lot of backstory, or... We didn't really get to see King Regis in action very much. But now we actually get to see how powerful he really is.
Say your prayers. Here goes.
See if a freak can destroy this. Well, almost. It's like a bubble shield, but I can break it.
Having trouble keeping up. No. Look sharp, mustn't give up. Can't let him win.
He sure can take a lot of hits, though.
Try this.
Alright, come on, Reggie. You gotta know these things when you're a king, you know?
Done already? But the fun's just begun. Summon the old wall.
How do you know about that?
I've heard the souls of kings reside within those statues. Of course, that's only hearsay. Why not summon the wall so we can see for ourselves? What I wouldn't give for a chance to speak with the Founder King himself. Come out, Somnus! The longer you wait, the longer he'll suffer! Huh?
I hope nobody gets any ads, because it'd be really bad.
Oh dear. Perhaps I don't know my own strength. Huh.
Good. Because that would completely break the immersion.
Well, I'm waiting.
And who else but...
Brother.
Somnus Lucis Kylum himself.
Somnus. Haven't seen you for years. 2000. And whose fault do you think that is? Who could have exiled me as a monster and erased me from the face of history?
You were tainted, unfitted to the throne. Please, brother, return to the darkness whence you came.
Now? But I've had it so much fun! To think I get the pleasure of killing you myself. What's wrong, dear brother? Too afraid to put down your expensive toy and come face me yourself? Let the game...
This is no beginning. Only the end. This is...
So the story behind this is that they tried to get him... Because in the movie Kingsglaive, they summon these giant statues of the kings, and they tried to make him the same size as he was in the movie, but Square Enix couldn't, like, I guess they couldn't get it to work with the environment well, so he's supposed to be a lot bigger, but the reason why he's this big is because it was as big as they could make him without ruining the gameplay.
I was right to have sealed you away. You truly are a monster, brother.
Don't be facetious. The only monster
And he's even taller than Ifrit.
This ends now!
It would have fallen into too big for his own good category. Yeah, because I think even now he's like compensating for something a little bit.
The gods blessed you as their chosen. The people adored you as their savior. I was neither powerful nor popular. Just envious, perhaps.
I mean, after like seeing what Somnus did to Ardyn in the animated prequel and also just in the cutscenes in the story, like it's satisfying to actually get to kick his ass like this because I hate Somnus.
Until you stole it from me, you ripped it from my arms.
When I first donned the crown and put on the ring, when I first received my calling, I understood that the demons could not be allowed to remain in this world. That a sinner could not be allowed to sit the throne!
Lies, fairy tales, and fallacies. All of it.
Back into the void!
Good miss, Somnus. This is very cathartic to see karmic justice play out here. Would fall into big. Boiling down to wait for the giant enemy to do something. Fights.
Dance. Over here.
Impossible.
Look sharp. Keep on. This wretched nation to the ground.
Yeah, kick his ass, Ardyn! Ha ha! Fantasy, it's never ending. There will always be a new one. I love the disheveled protagonist with a Christmas cap. Hey, welcome to the stream, Orchid and Holiday Monster Club. Good to see ya.
What I did to you was unforgivable. But I did it for the future of our kingdom, of our people.
A small sacrifice for the good of society. How noble.
Our line has done everything in our power to protect our people, just as the gods bade. I was merely fulfilling my calling.
And here I thought I was the blessed one, but it was you all along.
I dare not ask your forgiveness. I do ask your understanding.
He's like a homeless Santa.
What? You took everything from me. Everything. And you ask my understanding?
He's definitely dressed for the part, especially because the Santa hat's kind of
Your
dirty.
soul find repose, brother.
And the reason why nobody talks about this later on in the timeline is because Ardyn was disguised the whole time as that officer.
All my honor is to bring Keeper Bahamut. I shall not let thee become a slayer of kings.
One of the more interesting Bahamut designs. Because his wings are literally swords.
Why? Why do the gods deny me my revenge?
Because thou hast been chosen to serve a different purpose. To spread darkness throughout the world is thy true calling.
Darkness?
Soon, the true king will be born unto Lucis. He shall lead the people as their beacon of hope, and drive away the darkness.
You know, when at Christmas movie they reveal the homeless person was Santa all along. Feels like that.
The limitless shadow that ushers in the light.
Why must I continue to suffer? Have I not already sacrificed enough?
The true king awakens, summoning the power of his forebears. He shall, at last, relieve thee of thy suffering. Then the line of Lucis shall come to an end, and the revenge thou seekest shall finally be found. So it is ordained, and so shall it be.
You say I am not the savior of man, but his sacrificial lamb. And that I live only to die by the hand of the heir to an ill-gotten throne.
That is the fate the gods have chosen to bestow upon me!
The very same. Defy thy destiny if thou dare, but know that it will grant thee a life of darkness unending, devoid of death's reprieve. What say thee, Ardyn?
Submit to fate, resist your fate. No, we're gonna resist our fate, because that's bullshit! Like, Ardyn isn't just gonna play along with that, he's gonna resist. Because screw that, it's like, you know, what gives him the right to decide that?
Gods for such a blessing. And I do not intend to kneel before you now.
Thine impudence shall prove thine undoing, foolish mortal.
Oh, I'm no mortal. I'm a monster. The path men tread was never meant for me. Mine is paved with blood and darkness.
Pitiful creature. If thou wilt fight against fate, so shall it be.
Ghosts do naught but haunt my tortured soul. Please, Hera, won't you free me from this curse? Pierce my heart if you must, but you will never kill my resolve.
The gods who rule above and the men who reign below shall lend their strength to the King of Kings. Only a fool would defy such opposition. Though mankind may not realize, everything in this world is preordained. Man exists solely by the grace of the gods and cannot live without. Resist if thou must, but know thy struggles are in vain.
Oh my, what did I just walk in on? Hey Specs, good to see ya. So, that ending there actually was supposed to set up the other DLCs where there's an alternate ending to the story, but those never got made. I mean, no matter what, he would have met his demise anyway, even if he went along. So after watching this, for those who have kind of kept along with this playthrough in Final Fantasy 15, like, what do you think of Ardyn now? Because, like, after that, you kind of see, like, he had a lot of things just get taken from him.
Matter. Perhaps not.
cool motive, still murder. Yeah, fair.
Nothing matters. None of it. Not the blessed gods above, nor the accursed kings below. To hell with them all. All that matters is I have my revenge. I will spread this scourge across the earth, lure out this king of light, and kill him. Then, the entire world of Eos will be drenched in the darkness of despair for time eternal.
I mean, he was forced to roll a villain either way. He was stripped of choice entirely. It's from Celtic Thunderbreak and Final Fantasy VIII. I don't think people like him are inherently bad. I don't think anyone is born evil. I see him very similar to the Joker. Not just because of the laughing, but just because the joke, like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, you can see why he became a villain. Ardyn, you can also see why he became a villain, because 2,000 years and, you know, like... Oh, Cranberry! Thank you for the raid! Glad to see that you were streaming. Welcome back, and thank you for the raid. And welcome, Raiders! I'm Eno, I am a variety streamer and VTuber, I am a spirit... And I just finished episode Ardyn on Final Fantasy 15, but there's going to be a little bit more, because I've still got 2 hours left on my stream. But yeah, like, Ardyn, I think that once you finally, like, see him as a character in his backstory, you really want a happier ending for him, and that's what the DLCs that were canceled was actually going to set up. So, the basic premise was that Bahamut is actually the overarching villain of this story, because he's the one who, like, made it to where fate, like, he preordained everything. So Ardyn was basically just a pawn in that story. Like, all of this was Bahamut's doing. So, basically what happened in the DLC packs was that Bahamut realized that Ardyn got too powerful, so he wanted to destroy humanity entirely. So he started, like, he revived Lunafreya to essentially manipulate Noctis and get, like, a bunch of energy or something or other to destroy humanity. So Ardyn, Aranea, Luna, and Noctis all team up to fight him and prevent him from destroying humanity. And then Ardyn gets remembered as the true Founder King, and he makes peace with Noctis. And Somnus. So it would have been a much better ending, but it got cut and was relegated to a book. Yeah, what'd you stream, Cranberry? And I hope you liked that artwork that I sent you. Like, I tried with the best I could with what you've sent on your on, like, your photos and such. But, like, for the life of me, I couldn't get it to use a purple tracksuit. It kept going with pink, or it kept adding, like, extra characters to the... You know the drill, do it when you get time, also hydrate. Ugh. Ooh, my back. I like having this office chair. It's more comfortable than, like, those gaming race car chairs that I've had, but still not the most comfortable thing in the world. Yeah, 3 directors wanted 3 different endings after the original director quit, so they did them all, which is strange. So it's a strange decision because you can tell some endings are written after the story was done. Any bonus content after this ending? Yes. There will be the boss battle, like the secret boss battle in every... Well, not secret boss battle, but the bonus boss in every one of the episodes. Ardyn has one too, and it's the only other one that I've been able to beat. Which I will be doing after this cutscene. It is something that fascinates me, though I understand why my artist friends hate the idea of it. Yeah, and I can see why as well, but it helps to, like, get a design down, I think. Because that's something that really helped with me, is, like, I could get a design down and then pay an artist friend to refine the design.
I'm afraid you're out of luck.
Off my chair, Jester. The king sits there.
So, originally, if the DLCs were to be made, the Ardyn would, like, Lunafreya would be coming in through that door and be like, "Ah, it's been a long time since I've seen you, Lady Lunafreya." A rank B for brilliant. B for badass. Okay, so every episode of Final Fantasy XV has a bonus boss, and this one is called Kingly Clash. Spar against the Chosen King and experience the true thrill of combat. So, I'm excited for this one because it's the final boss of the main game, but you play as Ardyn instead of Noctis. So you swap places, essentially. So instead of Ardyn being the final boss, it's Noctis. Did the continuation DLC of his story ever get made? So the book, the episode Ardyn was the starting point, and then the book was the continuation that had the story of episode Aranea, episode Noctis, and
the once
episode
helpless and hapless prince. Is he now ready to claim his crown?
I wish I still had the Santa hat. So the playable DLC was that to be continued, never got made then. Well, the continuation is referencing like 14 being the final chapter of the game.
At last!
Now, when I did the episode Ignis boss, didn't stand a chance. With Noctis, though, maybe. Okay, this isn't canon. Why are they awake?
10 years, and nothing can show for it.
2 black holes. Damn it. think I'll take out Prompto first, because I feel like he's going to be a big threat. Oh, and they can heal? No!
Behold, O King, this realm in darkness, this land of demons.
Oh, Noctis just uses Armiger. Have you played Yomawari? I have not. What's it about? Might actually take out Noctis first. Prompto just signed their death warrants. Oh shit, I'm dead. Too late.
Your eyes.
No, you know what it feels like when your enemies spam elixirs. There are 3 games and the stories differ depending on when you're playing, but the main theme is spirits are all over the town, usually searching for someone or something and trying to avoid spirits. Your only weapons is rocks and sometimes a few other items that can be used to distract spirits. These try to escape them. Interesting. Yeah, I've never actually heard of that game before. I always like to imagine that when you down 50 healing potions in battle, your character's actually just chugging the health potions in front of everyone like a maniac.
Prince. Is he now ready to begin?
No.
I will beat this. It's an Eastern horror game. You know, that kind of reminds me of Fatal Frame a little bit.
Ah, a king at last! Not even close. The 10 years you spent accumulating your power, I spent assimilating demons and accumulating mine. Where's your head? This is going to hurt. Perish! A king in name alone.
I'm gonna head up now, actually. Alright, see you later, Tasty. And the VOD will be here, of course.
Nothing to show for it.
Try this.
Kick out of this. Over here.
Want some?
Yeah, I really need to divide and conquer, so I'm gonna go after Noctis. If I can get him far away from his team, then that might help.
Want some?
If I just stay up here, I can just regenerate my health.
Want some? Want some?
Missed. I know I can do this. I'm gonna flee to get some health. my opinion, the second game, Midnight Shadows, is the best game in the series, so none of the games are bad. What platform is it on?
Behold, O King, this realm in darkness, this land of demons.
It's gonna hurt. Use my elixir now. I think it's a good idea for me to concentrate on Noctis first. Because he's definitely the biggest threat, I think.
Even with the dawn to break now, it would only bring the horrors to light.
Alright, come on, Noctis. There he is. It's so much easier to parry with Ardyn. Like, everything is just easier with Ardyn. Okay. I think Noctis is down. And he's just frozen in place. He just doesn't know what to do. He's just so mesmerized. He's like, did I lose? Am I dead? He's just standing in place. I love that. Alright, Gladio, you're next, because you're all the way out here.
Time to say goodbye. Try this!
Okay, Gladio's down. Ignis is down. Use my elixir now. Now it's just Prompto. Prompto's also my boy, so I don't like hurting him. Man, he's good at dodging, that's for sure. I don't think that flare's gonna do you any good, brother.
You think 10 years is
Hey, I did it!
It is nothing to me. I have lived in darkness for ages!
Whew, so that's 2 of the bosses that I've beaten. All 3 of the games are on PC and Switch. PS4 has the 2nd and 3rd game. Vita has the 1st and 2nd. Switch has something called the Long Night Collection, which contains both the 1st and 2nd game. Interesting. Actually, did you save your VOD by any chance, Cranberry? Because if you did, I'll take a look at it afterward. Okay, so now that I've finished episode Ardyn, I think it's time that I go fight, or at least try to fight Omega. So Omega is a bonus boss that they added in the Royal Edition of this game, and Omega is actually a returning boss encounter from previous Final Fantasy games, where as far as I'm aware, he originated in Final Fantasy V, and this iteration of Omega is essentially like, it's hinting that it's the same one, but at the same time existing in the universe of 15. So it's kind of like an in-between, like, whatever you want it to be. Should be well over 2 weeks or so on my channel. Whatever the default time frame is. Yeah, it's usually about 2 weeks. But I am going to be doing my other file, just because I have better gear, and I'm more prepared on that one. Because I think what matters is that I actually fight Omega, not so much like what I fight them with. And I'm a little more confident in attacking them at level 93, mostly just because of... I've seen people fight Omega at level 1, so if people can beat Omega at level 1, I can certainly try to beat him at level 93. So let me actually change the stream title for that real quick. Okay. Wonder if I can just call Umbra right here.
Will you be staying the night with us?
Yeah. I assume those level 1 players are either experts using some super specific setup that takes advantage of a gimmick. That's kind of what I was thinking, like, but I feel like even with a gimmick and people are able to do it with that low of health, I feel that I should still be able to do it at level 93. Because I also, on this file specifically, I have pretty much max of all of the items. So if I can't do that with max of all the items, you can forever tease me about how terrible I am at video games, which you already do, but you have permission to tease me even longer. I mean, I don't know what's worse, the teasing about my skill at video games or the thighs. Being bad at video games with my thighs or something, I don't know. We'll be watching your career with great interest.
A good place to come when we need a rest. 10 years and you're still acting like a kid.
Come on, Noct.
Okay, I actually need to see where Omega is located. Eastern area of the Insomnia Ruins. I think it was like directly down the street from the Citadel. You know, Mawari is one of my top 2 horror game series. Consider this me throwing it out there as a suggestion for an October stream. Yo, hey Cyborg. Yeah, I'm down for anything really. Like, I'm always open to trying new horror games, especially ones that don't go the whole FNAF route. You know, with how big the... Okay, I was about to say... It's like, with how big the Citadel is, I certainly don't know where it is. Let me see, did I even get a quest for that? Okay, I guess, I actually just have to find him. But this is something that I've been wanting to do on stream for the longest time. Alone in the Dark should also have a free demo. The demo is actually a special chapter that's in the game. Alone in the Dark. No relation to the series named Alone in the Dark, I would imagine. Okay, let me... Okay, so it's... I gotta go a little further east. Also, I could literally just use a Magitech booster and just keep going this way. Or, no, it was, I'm also gonna switch to the, Organization 13 coat. And then I'm gonna equip the Kingdom Key. First game is Night Alone, so I sometimes get the name a little crossed. There's one game I'm meaning to try, but not necessarily horror. It's called Sir, You Were Being Haunted, and you've got robots who are hunting you for sport. Lol. That's the actual name. Like, Sir, you're being hunted and you've got robots who are hunting you for sport. Lol. That's the whole name of the game. Okay, so this is the main street where Cerberus was. So I'm assuming Omega is just down the street from here. I put caps there for a reason. I'm excited for this, but I'm also really nervous. If I'm even going the right way, that is. Because I thought that Omega was around here. Yeah, it was like right over here somewhere. Unless I've got to do something specific to get him to spawn. One thing, I won't make fun of you, you lose it to Super Boss for a reason. Yeah, let's be real. Well, I think a big part of... Okay, it need to start a cutscene. I was gonna say... Here he is!
What kind of interdimensional nonsense is this?
Bad interdimensional nonsense, I'd say.
Man forges a weapon to fell the gods. Omega. The weapon knows nothing of compassion, only destruction.
Legends tell of such a device created in antiquity, but I always assumed those were mere myths.
Its might knows no equal. The wise dare not cross its path lest they meet their end.
Let's see what this thing can do.
Alright, chat. I've actually been wanting to do this boss battle on a stream for years, and now it's finally come to fruition. Let's do it.
You've got this.
It's about to attack.
Oh my god! Completely party wiped everyone. Okay, Demon Slayer Prompto, you're coming out for this. 0. Okay, what about my machine gun? It does no damage. Okay. Okay, what about... Let's go back to Noctis. I'm doing some damage. Not a lot, but I'm doing something. So you're being hunted and you've got robots who are hunting you for sport. Like, I literally have a robot hunting me for sport right now. Wait, am I getting a god's assistance? Yes! Yes! Please help me. Who's it gonna be? Shiva? I don't think I've ever actually had her, like, support me before, save for against Ifrit. Omega Strikes Back. Thank you for the clip, Cranberry. And poor Noctis is, like, freezing to death. It's probably gonna do, like, nothing to Omega. Yeah, it did pretty much nothing. Yeah, and I'm doing nothing to him. It's... Okay, muscle stimulant. And then... a... eye elixir. See, I guess maybe it is true that I can only use the Royal Arms against him, so let me try. Because the Kingdom Key is not working, so let me... Let's go to Blade of the Mystic. That's some bad interdimensional nonsense right there. Kind of rooting for Omega. Why? Why? Why would you do that? Yeah, I'm also not getting the best look because I'm like right under him. Yeah, it seems like the Royal Arms are really the only thing that hurts it. Unlike Enos, he's willing to show us his thighs! I mean, he is pretty thick. I'll give Omega that at the very least. But boy, does he have a lot of health, so I'm probably gonna be here a while. Here, let me see if I can get anything to boost my attack. Boost attack. There, that might help just a little bit. One of these days we'll be blessed. We're hungry, you know.
There's no way past that barrier.
You've got to be kidding me. Are you serious right now? No! But, what? Okay, that was lame. See if Gladio can do anything. Omega's more of a man than I'll ever be. I mean, true enough.
One false move and we're done for. We can stop the tide yet.
So pretty much I can't use anything other than the Royal Arms against him because everything's healing him. So let me switch to let's get the Axe of the Conqueror in there. Sword of the Tall. And then Sword of the Father. Yeah, I'm gonna be here a while, I think. I've only taken a minuscule amount of damage, and he's invulnerable. There we go. I guess it was like a rage mode or something he was in. It's a lot to have a Final Fantasy game with no female characters. The only other I can think that they've done this the first game with characters have no set genders. Yeah, like, Final Fantasy 15 was really like the bro road trip kind of thing.
Positivity might be nice.
But like, I guess they tried to kind of include like Iris and Aranea, but they were not permanent party members. Jesus Christ. It ain't over till I say it's over. But I am gonna be here a while because I've only put a small dent in his health. He just healed a bunch of health from that. I feel like this is gonna take me, I don't know. Does it heal from the attacks or does it heal by itself? I think some of the attacks was healing it. Because, like, I realized that whenever I tried to attack it with anything other than the Royal Arms, it wasn't doing any damage. I probably have to do this several dozen times just to get him down. But I think me hitting its legs like this gives me a bit of an advantage because now that I'm not at the front of him, he won't be able to take me out as easy. There we go, progress! Okay, now we're making some dents in its health. Oh, you've got to be kidding me! It got me in midair. Imagine if your reward for beating this thing is a potion and nothing more. Oh, if it is, I'm gonna be pissed. But at the same time, like, I get it. Like, oh, Prompto died before I could use the Mega Elixir. Let's see. Speaking of overdressed people, oh yeah, it's in its rage mode. I can't do anything to it. So while it's doing that, I kind of have to just like run around like an idiot. First time I ever fought Omega was Dawn of Souls remake of Final Fantasy 1. As long as you get a good supply of Phoenix Downs, you'll be fine. Yeah, because I've got Mega Phoenixes, and then I've got Phoenix Downs as well. Yeah, I think right now it's like overheating, and once it's done like doing that, and it releases the steam, I'll be able to attack it again.
It's no use. Relax. Just gotta work together.
There we go. I mean, what if it just gives me, like, gil? Like, that would suck. It's like, here's 100 gil for fighting one of the hardest bosses in the game.
Come on, Iggy. It's not like you can lose it. Just great. No, great. Prompto's on his blocker. Again?
Here, let me see if I can actually, like, boost any of my Armiger stuff. Stats. 3 accessories. Teamwork. Considering how many times story-wise Omega has picked a fight in various Final Fantasy games and lost, you'd think it would stop picking fights with heroes by now. Maybe it's a whole legion of Omegas and they're out to collect data. You know, that's not a bad theory. Here, maybe I should equip some, like, a Royal Arms for Gladio as well. If I can. Okay, looks like I can't. But I can make him equip Dominator, not the Genji Blade. Real answer, Square Enix just wants a legacy boss for you to fight. Yeah.
Don't drop your guard.
I didn't! Maybe a little. Never again.
It's hopping dimensions using the void in Final Fantasy V. See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I want it to be like... It tries to, like, reference it being in this universe. But I'm just kind of secretly hoping that it actually is the same Omega from 5. Jesus Christ. Same with Gilgamesh, yeah. I mean, I've made a good dent in his health, as long as I just kind of keep up the pace that I'm working on now.
Come on, Iggy. It's not like you to lose it.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay under it the whole time. Here, let me use a potion, like a high potion. He's hopping dimensions all these Final Fantasy games from the void. And see, that's kind of how I always felt that Final Fantasy was anyway. Like, it was the same, like, dimension, but different, like, timelines and realms, so to speak. So, like, I always felt that Final Fantasy had that connection of, like, different universes and whatnot.
Doesn't feel like we're making much headway here.
It's gone.
For long.
Well, I've got a quarter of his health down. I tell you to play after years, but they keep retconning the story of every release, so I don't even know what's canon and what's not anymore. No. No. You gotta be kidding me. No! And I can't move until he's done with this. Okay, so I'll use a Mega Elixir. While I'm floating in the air. Am I stuck?
Rise and shine.
Gummies leaving.
I think I'm stuck. Like, I can't move. I'm stuck in this animation.
Expect this much trouble. It's nice knowing you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Why? Am I literally stuck?
Ignis!
A little help here, guys. I'm kind of trapped in the air. Oh, there's gotta be a way to reset this. There's...
Don't worry. Gladio.
There we go. Oh, that was scary. Like, I thought that I was actually gonna have to redo all of that because I was stuck in the air. Alright, so he's gonna have to throw his temper tantrum before I can hit him again. Okay, there we go. And I'm
One false move and we're done for. Gladio. Ignis, talked outside. Just the thing.
All in bullets out there.
Nice work, Gladio.
I believe... Thank you for the clip, Cranberry. I would have been so mad had I had to redo the entire boss battle because of nonsense like that.
Oh, great. Dropped us off his rocker. Again?
Okay.
I'm trapped in the air again! What is going on? I mean, at least I have a reliable way of getting out of this, but I don't understand why it keeps happening. Okay, I've got to let them build up the tech bar, otherwise I can't do anything. Like, this is my lot in life.
Try this. Nice work, Gladio.
Did I get trapped again? Why does this keep happening to me?
One false move and we're done for. We can turn the tide yet.
I just want to play the game. No! It's like anytime I'm in the air for an extended period of time, it locks me in place. No! Damn it!
Try this. Nice work, Gladio.
No! I'm trapped in the air again! Somebody help me! Please! Well, oh. Well, I guess... Heck, no, it won't let me because I'm in the air. Help me, please. I knew this boss was gonna be annoying, but it's like, it's even worse because of these glitches that keep happening. Yeah, I think I'm just not gonna warp strike, because that seems to be what's causing all of these issues, is when I warp strike. I'm about to go crazy, chat. I'm going crazy. Stop freezing in the air, Noctis. Please. No!
I thought you were gonna stay that way forever.
He keeps freezing in place! I'm gonna switch weapons and see if that helps. Here we go again. You gotta be kidding me.
All in bullet time, baby.
Nice one, Prompto.
It's nothing.
Sorry.
You go.
This is like legitimately aggravating. It's funny as hell, but I hate it. It's like I don't understand why this keeps happening. It's like anytime he's airborne for an extended period of time, just freezes him in the air, defying the laws of physics.
Okay.
Noctis, please. Oh, I hate this. Oh.
Try this. Nice work, Gladio.
Man, I was completely out of it.
Here we go. Hopefully this fixes it. Nope, he's still...
Gladio. Dig this. That's just the tip. Nice work, Gladio.
Hey, he actually knocked me over and helped me get back down on the ground. Nice.
Gladio. Prompto.
All in bullet time, baby.
Okay. So long as I'm not in the air again. Okay. No! Oh. Well, I can warp strike while I'm in the air, so that's good news at least. Because that could also get me out of that. But yeah, I didn't expect this to be easy. Like, this is definitely taking a long time to do. Ah, no, damn it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be here a while. But I don't want to give up so easily. And I'm trapped again.
Gladio. Try this. Gladio.
Yeah. I think I'll give it a fair shot a little bit more, but if it keeps glitching like this, I'm gonna come back to this, because this is getting kind of aggravating. I mean, it is the hardest boss in the game for a reason, but it's just even worse with this glitch. At least I got a hit in, that's good. So, I'm gonna respectfully throw in the towel, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat him, like, in a timely manner. Plus, the fact that he keeps glitching like this, where Noctis is just floating in the air, is pretty aggravating. So, let me... Well, if I can actually get on the ground, that is. Go ahead and return the title. Yeah, so this is something that I'll have to come back to, because I feel like that is just, like... I don't know how anybody could have beaten that level 1, so I've got to kind of reevaluate my strategy a little bit and come back to it. Yeah, like, I don't want to drag it out, like, any further than I had been, because, like, I went in with, like, no strategy, thinking, like, oh, I can just equip Prompto and then everything would be okay, but... Yeah, that is definitely not the way that I want to go. But, I mean, I finished what I wanted to on this stream today. And you know what? I think I might actually do that thing on Comrades real quick while I've still got time. So there is one little bit of Comrades that I do want to do. And that is a bonus mission that lets you play as Noctis, Prompto, Gladio, or Ignis. That shows their journey from Hammerhead to Insomnia at the ending of the story. Yeah, there was a lot of, like, really interesting plans. Like, I don't know if it actually happened, but Comrades was supposed to be, like, its they were going to release it standalone, so you could play the Final Fantasy 15 multiplayer without having to purchase Final Fantasy 15, like if you just wanted to do Comrades. And it was a cool idea, but there wasn't a lot they could have expanded upon. You can still find people to play with, from what I hear, it's like a Reddit and Discord community that you have to go in through. And as far as I'm aware, I think they actually turned off the servers for console, and it's only the PC version that has available servers. But still, yeah, that was ridiculous. Like, I mean, I probably could have went through it a little easier had it not been bugging out every 2 seconds, because, like, I think what happened is, like, whenever Omega did that one attack, he somehow glitched Noctis, because he kept thinking that he was trapped in the air like that when he wasn't. But it's okay. So basically, Comrades, you play as a glaive. You create your own Kingsglaive character, and you play through these missions with the King's powers. But this takes place after Noctis gets absorbed into the crystal in Niflheim, so this is what's happening in Lucis during that time. So refugees went into Lestalem to escape the demons from other places. I guess it wouldn't hurt to play, like, a mission of Comrades along with that one.
I can barely keep up with you.
Snakes on a down plane.
Thank you.
I have a soft spot for these big, ambitious releases that didn't go as intended. Yeah, because this was going to be a lot bigger than it actually was, and the entire world map is here. Like, it's accessible. And it has its own, like, post-apocalyptic version of the world map. Like, for example, like, we're in one of the camps that you can find throughout the game, but the sun's, like, going down because they're losing sunlight. But I can leave this area if I want to. But it just pops me back up here. So, like, if I had other people to play with, then I'd be able to add them, like, to this party, and we could all play together. See, it's really cool and really fun, but I think it was just too little too late whenever they made this. Several bosses have appeared. Okay. So that's kind of like... That's pretty much what a Comrades mission is like. It's stuff like this, where you go to random locations and kind of do things like that.
glad you made it back.
So what's for dinner?
Well, let's dig in.
Spicy long bone rib steak. Attack by 20. Awesome. Looks yummy too.
I'd be more than happy to cook for you again sometime. It's quite therapeutic.
Yeah, see, this would have been really cool had they really gotten the opportunity to expand upon it, because they could have made, like, expansions for it. Like, it could have been, like, Fallout 76, but done in a much more expansive way, and kind of like what they're doing with, like, the Pit and all those other downloadable packs, but I feel like they could have done something similar to this and made it really interesting, but they never really got the chance to go too far with it. Let's see. Stalem. Now, if I wanted to, I could actually go fight Bahamut as a boss, but it's the... At this point, I can't because he's level 50. But I can do Comrade's Departure. And I will be using Prompto because he's my boy.
Do be careful.
What was with the water sound effect just now? Like, maybe the entire game is just glitching out and, like, it's just on its life support at the moment. So, this mission tells you the story of Noctis and crew after they left Hammerhead to go to Insomnia. Alright, boys, let's go! And this last mission will be the last part of the stream tonight. And then tomorrow will be another Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke stream. So stick around for that for sure. Because I've been having a lot of fun with that Nuzlocke stream, and I'm really excited to do more. Potato.
Take this.
I don't know, it's just like, it just makes everything so easier when you've just got a submachine gun and a rocket launcher. Except with Omega, that is, because Omega, that was crap. But it shows you that even at like level 93, I still have a lot to learn and a lot to train in. Like, I recklessly went into that battle thinking I'd win. But Omega made your dream come true. He taught you to fly. You should be thanking him. I mean, in a roundabout way, sure. I got to fly. Now he just needs to take me to the beach, and then, like, the circle will be complete. Thank you, Talcott. Oh. Poor Gladio, Ignis, and Noctis. I think they just teleport whenever they get too far away. At least I hope so. I'm gonna shoot so I can get a full mag. Well, I can't shoot, so I guess I have to wait. Now I can shoot.
Sweet!
Oh, babies. Okay, back on the Talcott truck. Whew. Talcott should have a bumper sticker that says we break for nobody, because geez, like as soon as we were done, like immediately he just drove off. Like he didn't even give a chance for everybody to get in there. Oh. Oh.
Never miss. Sweet. Take this.
Okay, where is it? There we go.
Never miss. Take this. Never miss. Got you in my sights.
I'm just glad that he actually like regenerates his ammo after a certain amount of time. Because it would suck if I'd have to go around hunting for ammo.
Never miss.
Here, hopefully this rocket finishes it off. Oh, crack shot! Alright, Talcott, now actually let us get on the truck this time.
Really takes you back, doesn't it? We may have struggled before, but now nothing can stand in our way.
Am I frozen again? Okay. I was gonna say I'd be so mad. It's like after all that.
We got a good thing going here. Perfect synergy.
Show them the power of teamwork.
Oh geez, it's glitching again. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know, like this playthrough of Final Fantasy 15 has just had a lot of glitches, at least today, that is. And to think that if I had continued fighting Omega, I'd probably still be fighting him. Because I wanted to get this out of the way anyway, and I didn't know that I was actually going to do this mission. But I think it's good that I learned, like, Omega a little bit better. Because I know what to do and what not to do. I will beat him on stream one day, but I guess today is just not that day. But still, thank you for sticking with me, chat, like, even throughout all that, because that was ridiculous. At least I can finish something. Episode Ardyn, beating Noctis and crew, and then doing this.
Never miss.
Oh.
Sweet.
It's no problem. I'm working on the last of my photos during all this. Well, I hope to be able to see your photos soon, in the server, because I remember you showed me like a sneak peek. I'd really love to see like more of them. destroy its rocket launcher tubes. Oh, it's that one over there that's hitting me. Fine, I'll destroy your rocket launcher tubes. See, like, the other troopers, it's one thing because they're cyborgs and robots and stuff, but I think these mech suits are manually piloted by a person, so it's like... I guess there might have been, like, some group of Imperial loyalists or something, or maybe they're just... Maybe this one's fully automated, I don't know. Doesn't matter now, because whoever's piloting that thing, it's gonna blow up. Alright, Umbra. Come on, boy.
Talcott was raring to tag along.
Well, he is a hunter in his own right.
It feels like only yesterday he was still a child.
Sounds like he's all grown up now. I'll bet Jared would be proud.
Are you kidding me? You know what you need for Omega? Some hot sauce. Anyone got 50k points?
Take this.
I don't think we're gonna get the hot sauce for a while. Which is good, because that hot sauce will be painful. But it'll be fun. Because I like hot stuff. I will get the hot sauce. Yeah, I know you will, Sarah, because I know that you'll intentionally and maliciously save up for 50,000 points. But yeah, the reason I changed the price was because I felt like it was happening a little too often. So I wanted it to be like more special. That way, that's why it's so many more points. Oh yeah, I do know you, Sarah, and I know that you're going to, like, hold out until that point. Because it's you. And I know Dio probably will as well, so... See, like... Whenever you tease me about the thigh thing, chat, like, I just imagine that you think that I look like Chun-Li from Street Fighter. Because whoever has not seen Chun-Li has, like, the most muscular thighs out of any character I've ever seen. You have the thickest thighs. Even thicker than Chun-Li. Maybe I should dress up as Chun-Li for Halloween. Oh, we won't know until we see them. Well, I mean, there are plenty of pictures on the server from VR chat.
I never miss.
So, we made it. But... Oh. I was gonna say, why are they over there? Behemoth King.
Take this.
Well, it's time to usurp this throne. Damn. Damn, he already took out like most of my health. Fuck! Pick me up, Noct. Okay, so you're just gonna sit there? Thanks, Noctis. You're a real pal. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let them deal with it and keep my distance.
Got you in my sights. Take this. Never miss.
Is there more food over here? Good. Because I think the food is like my extra life. It's essentially my Phoenix down if I have food. Nice. It's like a one-hit KO. There we go. I did it!
Still got a little fight left in us.
You say that like we've already peaked. Yeah, we haven't even reached our prime.
Guess you're right.
Alright, I have succeeded! Woo! Alright, chat, so that is gonna be the... Well, let me do this bit right here. Special thanks to Omega for turning the stream into Peter Pan. I mean, I'm wearing the pajamas, so I'm ready to go on an adventure. Okay, chat, so that is going to be the end of the stream for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be continuing the Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. Really excited for that. I'm going to be streaming with Game Wizard and Dark Kara. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be around 1 o'clock p.m. CST time. Had a lot of fun today. Got to beat episode Ardyn, got to do the bonus boss battle, and attempt Omega and fail, and then I got to do the Comrades thing. So I'm going to go ahead and raid out to my good friend Kit Williams, author. He is one of my old YouTube friends, part of my old crew. So give them all the love that you would to me, and a little bit of the same teasing. But I'm going to go ahead and raid out to Kit Williams, author. Alright, chat, so for those who are sticking around for the raid, I really appreciate it. Go give my friend Kit a surprise. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for tuning into my realm today, and I will see you next time.